All right, Alana, Jaylo, it's Friday, and we usually don't start with dreams, but you called me right before this and said that you had an interesting one that you wanted to share.
Oh, yeah, it was weird and kind of disturbing, actually.
Okay.
So, I don't know why I dreamt about this person. 4 people were on the stream, by the way, before I start. I don't know why I dreamt about this person. This person was a friend of mine in high school. And in the beginning of the dream, I made plans to go to this, I don't know if it was, I couldn't remember if it was a presentation, like a movie or a lecture or whatever it is. And it was supposed to take place in this, classroom. And I made plans to meet this guy there. And I'm sitting in the back of the room, and he comes in, sits next to me, and we watch whatever it is we're watching. Then later on in the dream, I'm back at my apartment. I ask Mom to call you. And
Your mom.
Right. Not your mom. I asked my mom to call you and to ask you if you wanted to have some kind of a picnic with us. I wanted to have you over for lunch. And she says, well, why don't you call him? I said, can you just call him, please? And she calls you. I don't know why in the dream I gave her a number. She calls you, and she asks you, hey, we're having lunch, and we want to know if you want to come have a picnic with us. And then, which you reply, something to the effect of, well, I saw Alana in this room sitting next to this guy I had never seen before, and you proceed to ask her questions about him and how I knew him and who he was and all that stuff. And I think she said something to the effect of, oh, that's just her friend from high school. Then out of nowhere, your sister comes and gets the phone from my mom, and she puts it up to her ear and proceeds to give you the riot act and scolds you on the phone. And then I wake up.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, my sister shouldn't have done that, babe.
It was a dream.
Well, I'm still going to have to talk with her about that later on.
She was like, why are you asking for these questions? It wasn't like she did anything. She just sat by the guy. And then, and by the way, just FYI, in the dream I had no interest in this guy whatsoever.
Oh, sure. I'm going to have to check about that with your mom.
Well, yeah, right. It's just a dream, a very weird one. And
we'll see if History remembers it, babe.
Well, I already confirmed that she doesn't, and it doesn't matter when I talk to her or whatever it is, but I already confirmed it. So
confirmed what?
That it wasn't true.
Oh. I hope not, babe.
Yeah.
But sounds like an interesting experience.
Yeah, that was by far weird. Yeah, you were like super jealous in the dream, by the way.
Oh my goodness, you will.
For no reason at all. No reason.
Oh, it's just a dream, babes. As somebody once told me, you read too much into dreams.
Yeah, I don't even know why I dreamed about it. It was probably just nothing.
Yes.
Yeah.
I woke up this morning.
Yes?
I don't know. You wanted to continue on this. I was going to change the subject, but keep going.
No, all I was going to say is maybe it's because I've dealt with jealous people before, and that's why. That's all I'm going to say about that.
I'm happy for you, babes, that you woke up and got out of that situation.
Yeah, I certainly did. I certainly did.
I woke up this morning, Jaylo, I go on YouTube, and I see that Cenk from the Young Turks just posted a video. I click on it, and he says that Joe Biden has won the Electoral College.
It's too close to call, Bubs.
As of right now, because then I watched, he did that video, and then like a half hour later or so, TYT went live and did about an hour and a half of coverage. And according to them, Fox News and CNN are refusing to report it, but Joe Biden technically has enough electoral votes. He's at like past 270.
Really? Because I was watching coverage too, and as far as I know, it's still too close to call. And not a lot. And there are states that are still waiting on their ballots, including North Carolina, who has decided not to get all their votes counted until November 12th.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is crazy. I know. It's insane that there are states that are still holding out votes. As far as I know, it's not. It hasn't. It hasn't been determined yet, because I was just watching some coverage this morning, and it still hasn't.
Well, TYT has called it for Trump. They're saying that the rest of the media is too nervous to say that yet. I mean, they called it for Biden. I don't know why I said Trump. Probably because.
Oh, you were right. You're probably right. They probably meant to call it for Trump, and they just called it for Biden because they wanted Biden to win so much.
That's what it is. No, they called it for Biden.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have done that so quickly, because they want him to win so badly, but he's. I mean, honestly, I think that anyone calling out whether or not Biden won the Electoral College right now is doing a disservice to the public.
They're reading the numbers, and it sounded pretty convincing.
I would not pay attention to those numbers at all, because they have been proven to be wrong. Completely wrong. And how do we know that the votes that were casted for Biden, those extra votes, were not actually legal votes?
Well, we could say the same thing about Trump now, couldn't we?
Well, first off,
this is the thing that always
wait a second.
It only goes one way. The corruption only goes one way with him. It's only somebody who's against him.
No. The corruption goes. Hold on, just a second. He was right to call it out. He was right to call out the fraud that's going on, because not that long after he spoke, there were extra ballots that were dropped off in boxes around 3-4 o'clock in the morning. Now, can you explain the logic behind that? Why should that be happening? I know why it's happening.
First of all,
I know why it's happening.
You want me to try to explain that? One, I don't know if that's the case. Two,
yes, it is the
let's
case.
say that, okay, well, let's say it is. I don't know the laws in the particular states that he's talking about. So, for instance, and this is one of the problems with the presidential election, is each state has its own laws. And some states, you can have ballots delivered late if they're postmarked on the day of election or before. So I would have to go into each specific state and know their particular laws to know if those are legal or not.
Okay.
3, I would also ask, what evidence has the Trump administration provided that the election is being rigged against him? Oh, they're saying a bunch of stuff, but what actual proof have they offered?
First off, do you think it's wrong that on election night, counting the ballots for Pennsylvania stopped?
Do I think that's wrong? Yes.
Oh, exactly.
But,
okay, so that's
but here's the thing. That's their state law. That's their state law thing. I think it's wrong, but it goes into their state law.
No. I wasn't finished yet. You interrupted me.
Go ahead.
First off, it was wrong for the counting of the ballots to stop in Pennsylvania. It was also wrong for ballots to be put, to be I just think there's something wrong with extra ballots being put after election night into boxes. It's also wrong that poll watchers were not allowed to stay at the polls and watch when it was their responsibility. They were being told to get out of to leave the polls. Also, hearing the press briefing in Nevada, there was a woman. Don't tell me what her name is. I can't remember. She said that not only was her ballot taken when she went to the polls to vote, not only did she find out that her ballot was taken and somebody voted for her, but her roommate's ballot was taken. There was another instance where a poll watcher said that he was asked to leave the polls, and I think he was there after midnight on the day after election night, and he was supposed to count the numbers. He was told to leave the polls. Now, why would they not want the poll watchers to watch? Because the Democrats have tried to. The Democrats are trying and have tried to undermine this election by allowing numbers to skyrocket. But really, Joe Biden is not going to win this. I have no reason to think that Joe Biden is going to win. It may look like it right now, but we still don't even know. And how many? And by the way, all those legal votes that were voted on election night have been actually going towards Trump and the Biden campaign. And think about this. Why do you think they were hiding him?
You can't throw me with 10 different points and expect me to remember the first 5 and then go back to the last 5. You got to space out your points a little bit, babe. Just so if you want me to respond to each thing. Okay.
All right.
Okay. So first of all, let's go with the one lady who said that her and her roommate both went to the polls and somebody else had already voted for them. You don't know who this lady is. You told me that. So why would you trust her word? Second of all, how do you know that she was going to vote for Trump? She could have been planning to vote for Biden, and then somebody took her ballot and voted for Trump.
Well, first off, why would she go to that press briefing? Why would she go to that? The ones who are voting for Trump have had concerns about voter fraud. And also, I mean, what I said was I don't remember her. I do remember her name now. But they did take her name. I do remember her name now. But the ones who were in charge of the press briefing in Nevada wanted her to give her account of voter fraud, and it sounds like she really did experience that. And you can't say that she didn't.
I can't say that she didn't. But the way that you were wording it, as some random lady said that her ballot was taken, it doesn't sound very credible.
No, but she wasn't some random lady. I should have
but you were
worded
saying
differently.
that at first. You were saying that at
no,
first.
I said, no. I said
you corrected yourself.
No, I didn't. I said I don't remember her name. I don't remember who it is right now. I never said she was a random lady. I was just saying
but
that
the implication, though, babe, is when you
I wasn't implying anything.
I don't know who No, babe.
I don't know who it is right now.
Babe,
I never said that she was some random woman off the streets.
Babe.
Hold on. No.
Let me explain. You didn't say some random lady, but by saying some lady at a press conference whose name I don't remember said that her ballot was taken, it doesn't sound very credible. You were implying that it's some random lady.
No, I was not trying to imply anything. I couldn't remember her name. I wasn't trying to make it sound like she was some random lady, because this was a woman that went through voter fraud and she could not vote this year because of it. And I just couldn't remember her name, but now I do. And it was important. It was important that they took her name down. They were the people at the press briefing took her name down for that reason, because they wanted to know what happened to her, and they also wanted to know what happened to that poll watcher. I don't think they had enough time to take his name down because the press briefing was very short. And then they were saying that they weren't getting any answers from Clark County, Nevada, about what was going on, because there have been some instances reported in Nevada. There's also been some instances reported in Utah about ballots being thrown out. There have been instances of ballots all over the country being found in garbage cans that had the president's name on it. I mean,
first of all, let me explain a couple of things to you. One, there's always going to be ballots thrown out because things aren't filed properly. So, like, if they say, oh, this ballot was found with the president's name on it, that implies that they opened the ballot, right? Because if the president's name is on the actual ballot, it's going to be tossed because you're supposed to write your name on the ballot. At least that is how it is in the state of Oregon. So the fact that some ballots got thrown out and you can point to a few people who weren't able to vote doesn't mean that the entire system is rigged.
But why would they be separated from their envelopes? There are some ballots that were separated and put into the wrong envelopes.
Well,
because
I don't know.
And then some of them.
Do you want me to talk to it? For all I know, it was a Trump supporter who did that to cause this chaos and to make people think that this is a bigger issue than it is.
Give me a break. This is total. This is just liberal talking points as it is. I mean, this is just the ridiculousness that is liberal media.
Oh, it is.
They will never report anything factual. They will always go on what they think should happen because they want socialism to prevail and they want the entire country under control. But that's what we're dealing with.
So let's talk about facts.
But you refuse to see the other side of it.
Why is it that in some states there were Trump voters yesterday yelling count the votes, and in other states they were yelling stop the votes?
How do you know that how do you know that these Trump supporters were yelling stop the votes?
Because it's on camera. They taped it.
It's on what?
They taped it, babe. There's footage of this on the internet.
How do you know that the Trump supporters were saying stop the votes?
Because it's on the internet, babe. They taped it.
Okay, so here's what I think about that. I think what they were, and I didn't hear the tape. I'm sorry, I didn't hear it. Counting the votes. What they mean by counting the votes was to count all the legal votes, and stopping the votes means they need to get all the illegal mess out of the way and stop counting extra ballots that don't need to be counted. That's what they're talking. That's what I think they are talking about. But I haven't heard the video, so I don't know if that other group was a group of Trump supporters. I don't know, but the Trump supporters have always been blamed for everything, so that doesn't surprise me.
And of course, I could give you evidence, but you have said before that, I don't want you to send me evidence on things. But what I would say is a lot of this could also come down to the fact, Dave, that a lot of people just don't know how to fill out the ballot. And that's why a lot of these are being discarded.
Well, I think that most people that live in this country that are of a sound mind should know how to fill out the ballot, even if they haven't, even if they have someone filling it out for them. But I do question the people that either are not living, are registered to vote in a state but are not living in that state, or tried to register in the country to vote but they're actually another citizen of a different country. Or
you can't register to vote then, babe. You need legal ID. You need proof of address.
But some people have done that. I think some people have done that. They've been able to weasel their way through the system.
Listen, has it happened? I'm sure it has, but I think some people who've done that, you make it sound like it's a big percentage of the population, and I just don't think that's the case.
I think there's a lot of that stuff going on, but some media outlets are not reporting on that. I think there's a lot of that stuff going on.
I would ask what is the evidence of that's going on, though?
There is a lot of evidence. I would suggest, Bubs, in order for you to really find this out, I would suggest to do research on the absolute opposite thing of what the media outlets are listening to. I would research on the exact opposite thing that you have been hearing, because I can tell you right now that there are things that are out there that are not being reported on those media sources that you're listening to because they don't want to believe it. They don't. They really don't.
So there's actual hard evidence that.
Yes, there is.
Okay.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is. I have been watching coverage of this since Tuesday afternoon.
This isn't like
every
on Alex
single
Jones,
day.
No.
No, I don't. How would you know they're conspiracists? Now, keep in mind, I don't agree with everything Alex Jones says. Okay? Not everything I agree with. That's why I don't listen to him as much. But there are people. Hello? 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 Hello?
All right, babe. We had to take a little bit of a break because we got disconnected somehow.
And we're back. Well, all I want to say to conclude this section, the subject, is I would encourage you to look at everything that you've been hearing on the sources that you've been listening to, and look at the exact opposite of what you've been hearing, because I think that there are things out there that are going on that you are not aware of.
I would encourage you to do the same.
I have done that.
But yet you didn't know that there are two different groups of Trump supporters advocating for contradictory things.
Well, just because I didn't know that doesn't mean it isn't out there. I did not hear anything about that.
Right, but that's what I'm saying.
All I've been hearing is supporters talking about counting votes.
And I've seen videos of his supporters since Tuesday night, groups, one saying count the votes and the other saying stop the votes.
First off, the stop the vote group, did you actually hear an explanation of why they want to stop the votes?
No.
Okay, so how do you know that was really contradictory?
Because there's no explanation. You're having one group saying
oh, really?
stop the vote.
There's no explanation. So you don't really know that they're really contradictory. You don't know that they're contradictory.
There's no explanation provided, and you had to guess an explanation, so you don't know either.
Well, you can't. Okay, we can go around in circles about this, but all I have to say about that is you can't claim that they're contradictory to each other when you haven't even heard an explanation about it.
Right, but wouldn't you say on the surface that seems a little bit ridiculous?
I can't claim that. What?
No, go ahead.
And to conclude, I'll say I can't claim that those two groups are contradictory to each other because I haven't seen a video of it.
I know you haven't, but on the surface, it sounds like they're sending very mixed messages.
But the surface is just, you can't just take something at face value and think that's what it is. And you tend to do that a lot.
Well, you do that too. You know that in Trump's speech on, was it late Tuesday night, early Wednesday morning, he said that the Democrats want to take this to the courts. And then in that same speech, he said, we're going to go to the Supreme Court with this. Now, I'm paraphrasing a little bit because I'm horrible and I butcher quotes, but it was something to that effect.
Okay. He never said anything about, and I listened to the entire speech. It wasn't very long.
It wasn't. I listened to it too.
He never said anything about the Democrats wanting to take. Well, I know that he was mentioning that they really want to fight this, but
I think he said fight it in court. But you know how I am with quotes. I'm horrible about it. But you can go back and watch the entire thing.
I'm sure I'll be hearing it again.
Oh.
But But as far as I know, him and his legal team have said that they want to take this. They are going to take it to court, and they have taken it to court. But I think I'm done. I think we should wrap up this segment.
Because you're getting heated, because you don't have the truth on your side, which I understand.
No. Because I said that I was done, and I didn't want to. Because we can go around and around in circles all day, and I'd rather talk about other stuff too.
I love you there, Jaylo.
I love you, even though you're stubborn as a mule.
I love you, even though you're completely wrong.
You just can't admit that maybe you're wrong too, Bubs.
Oh, I could, but I'm not. That's the only difference.
I'll just say that you know I'm right. You just don't want to accept it or admit it.
Do you want to know my prediction on how this entire thing plays out?
No.
Okay, I'll give you my prediction.
I said no. And I wouldn't agree with it anyway. I wouldn't agree with it anyway.
You might agree with it, actually. You might agree with it, actually. May I give my prediction of how this whole thing plays out?
Really?
Well, I give my prediction? Okay, here's my prediction. Biden wins the Electoral College. Trump challenges recounts in several states. They recount. Biden wins it again. Trump comes up with some fake charge. It goes to the Supreme Court. But before they can issue a ruling, Biden concedes the election and says that he's doing it for the good of the country. And Trump serves a second term.
I don't agree wholeheartedly on that. But that was your opinion, but I don't really agree. I don't really agree with that necessarily.
Well, hopefully I'm wrong and Biden becomes the next president. But we'll have to wait.
No, I know you're going to be wrong because Biden will never be the next president. You can't be the next president. He cannot be. And Harris can't be either.
Why not?
As much as she wants to be. As much as she wants to be, she will not be president.
Listen, I don't like either of them. I'm just saying one is the lesser of two evils, and I think we both know.
I'm so tired of that phrase. I think it's been so overused.
Well, in this case, it's not, babe.
It's no longer the lesser of two. I don't think it's so much the lesser of two evils, but who's better for the country? And clearly, Biden and Harris are not.
The lesser of two evils, babe.
Okay, that's enough. That's enough. We're done with this segment.
Okay.
Just like I've. That's enough. That's enough.
Well, I love you, Jaylo.
Mm.
Even though you're always incorrect.
I love you too, even though you're incorrect.
Babes.
You just want to think you're correct all the time, but you're not correct all the time.
Babes.
What?
What else?
Oh, what else to you?
I still love you, babes.
Oh yeah, I do too.
Yes, good.
Sometimes I want to shake you.
Oh, sometimes I just want to leave the room or buy you a history book. Sometimes you'll be like, why you don't know what happened back then? That was before I studied politics, so I can't really talk about that. And I'll be
okay. Are we done? Are we done with that?
All right, babe. Sorry. I love you.
Mm.
But anyways, it was fun waking up this morning and watching the TYT coverage, and it made me somewhat hopeful.
Okay.
And hope is in short supply. Jaylo.
Yes.
When are you coming back to Portland?
I don't know as far as I don't know definitively yet. I actually need to call the train station and see the schedules and things. If said relative had not done that.
I want to get on that, babes.
Yes, love.
Yes, I love you, babes. You might want to get on that.
I will, love. I will.
Okay. It'll be like 6 months from now, and I'll be like, when are you coming back? Well, I want to make the call. What did
It
you
won't
say?
be 6 months. You exaggerate a lot.
No. I still love you. I kid.
It's not going to be 6 months. Yeah, I won't see you until after my birthday. That's not good. Because if I waited 6 months, you wouldn't see me until after my birthday.
So are you going to do that today then, or are you going to call and find out after we do this?
Possibly.
Okay. Yes.
Yes.
Good, babes, good. I hope that possibly is a likely.
Possibly.
Okay.
Yes.
That doesn't give me much hope, but we'll see what happens, babes.
No. I was thinking about checking it anyway.
Okay, good.
In case it wasn't already checked.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. Sometimes you have to advocate for yourself. Okay. How's the reading going?
I have not. I've kind of taken a little breather from reading. I haven't. I think part of it is because of the electronic voice that I really don't like so much. But maybe I got to get over that and get to the last book, because all the other books were good, and I think it sounds like this one might be good. As far as I know, from reading about the description about it, it's not so much about the family, the Blythe family, as it is like poems that some of them wrote and other things. But I'm interested to see what it is, because I'm hoping it's good. Because the other books had a story, the other books had a plot to it. So we'll see.
That's awesome, babes.
Yes. So I'm hoping the last one is good.
That'd be great, babes.
Yes.
Yes. What did you get into last night after we got off the phone around 8:20?
Wow, you remember that? Let's see. What did I do? I think I was watching some TV, and I think I might have fallen asleep a little bit. I was kind of flipping channels and watching other stuff, and I think I fell asleep, and I think I went to bed about like after 10.
Before you called, I was watching the latest Quentin Tarantino movie, Once Upon a Time in America. I haven't returned to it. I'm about halfway through it. I like it so far, but there are a few little things that kind of annoy me. For example, there's this big focus that he's in the 1960s. Like, they're constantly reminding us about that and constantly trying to show us how cool it is that they've replicated the LA of that period. And it just feels a little bit too over the top to me.
Really?
But overall I'm enjoying it.
And it's based on the 1960s, in the 1960s.
It's about Charles Manson and Sharon Tate and that whole scene. But it's, it's a fictionalized version of it.
Oh, okay. So it's not based. It's kind of based on real events, but loosely based on real events.
Very loosely based, from what I can tell. Like, Sharon Tate is not pregnant in this movie.
Really? What's going on with?
What's going on with what?
What's going on with Sharon Tate in the movie then?
The last scene I saw her in, she went to watch one of her movies at the movie theater, and she goes up to to get her ticket. The lady says, "Well, that'll be 75 cents." And Miss Tate says, "Well, what if I'm in the movie?" The manager comes out, says, "Oh, Miss Tate, come into the theater." And the lady who wanted her to pay for the ticket comes in and says, "Can I take a picture of you?" And they make a big deal about the fact that she pulls out a camera instead of a cell phone and takes a picture of Sharon Tate by the poster of the movie that she's in.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah. And then she goes in and they show her watching herself in the movie.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, because in real life do you know, so I've heard bits and pieces of the Sharon Tate story. Do you know if Sharon Tate was just targeted just as a random target for the Manson girls to kill?
It's a little unclear. The story I've heard is that, and again, this is so long ago, I may have some of this wrong, but I think it was either the manager or one of the Beach Boys or one of the Beach Boys himself used to live in the house where Sharon Tate was staying the night of the murders, and Charles Manson's girlfriends went over with Tex Watson and killed them as a message to the Beach Boys. Oh,
wow.
But I've also heard that wasn't necessarily true, and I've heard conflicting things, but I think that's the popular story.
Okay.
Yes. Have you ever read Member of the Family?
No, I have not. Is that another Charles Manson story?
It's a lady who used to be part of the Manson family that left about 6 months before the murders happened, wrote a memoir a couple years ago.
Oh, you told me about her. What was her name?
I forgot, but I think it's on Bard.
I think you told me about her. Was that did you enjoy the book?
I did.
There must have been some tough parts to read about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because those girls were put through a lot by Charles Manson.
Yeah, but they also did horrible things too. So
they did horrible things. I remember, and we've talked about this before. I think I may have mentioned this on another episode. Susan Atkinson, who was she's not. I don't know this lady.
Okay, go ahead.
Why do you keep calling people my buddies when I don't even know them?
Didn't you give a eulogy at her funeral?
No.
Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
No, well, I think she was in court, and by this time she was really sick with cancer, and she was trying to prove that she was a changed woman, and she wanted to get out of prison because she was sick, and she was denied that, which I thought was a good thing because she still killed.
Yeah, absolutely.
She still killed
and I believe the reason they busted the family is because she bragged about the killings when she was in jail.
Oh.
Because originally they didn't know who did it, and I want to say it was Susan Atkinson bragged to a cellmate when she was arrested for something else that she was part of these killings.
Oh, not good, not good. She shouldn't have blabbed. She was a snitch.
Oh. Yep.
And I heard they don't treat snitches very well in prison.
Snitches get stitches, babe.
Yeah, they do. Right. Snitches get stitches, but they don't leave you in stitches.
I hope not.
I hope not. Well,
but
I mean,
yeah. Yes.
Okay. Okay, good.
Yeah. Yes, babes. I can't wait to do this in person and start talking over each other.
I know.
Yes. Yes. That's why you got to get back here, babe.
Yes, I know.
Yes.
I have to talk to said relative about certain things.
You got to lay down the law. And you got to do it today.
Oh.
Yes. Lay down the Jaylo law.
The Jaylo law?
Yes, yes, yes.
I will do my best. I will do my best.
Oh. Well, I hope your best is good enough, babe. Because I need to see my Jaylo.
Well, I will do my best. I will do my best, I promise.
Okay.
That's all I can do.
You'll do it.
That's all I can do. Okay.
Okay, babes. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. I rewatched Jackie Brown earlier this week. I think I told you that, right?
Again? Yes, I think you may have said that.
This was on Election Day, but it was earlier on because I had a feeling it was going to be a really bad day, and it was. But I wanted to watch something enjoyable just so I could have like a pause. And now I'm really excited to show it to you because it had been some years since I saw it.
And this movie and you told me that this movie was based in modern time in the 90s.
Yes, I think the film is set in 95, even though the book that it's based on, Rum Punch, I want to say came out in 92. But I could have the release date of the book off by a couple of years.
Okay.
Yes.
And Rum Punch was the book that Jackie Brown. So why was it called Rum Punch, if I could ask?
That's a good question. They use the term rum punch in the book, but I don't remember the context, if we're being honest. Because the book was okay, but the movie's a lot better.
Okay, so there's a lot more depth to the story.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think the main character in the book is white, even though in the movie she's black.
Oh, really? Huh, that's interesting.
Yeah, which is kind of cool because usually it's the other way around in Hollywood movies that are based on books.
Okay. So in the book was her name also Jackie Brown?
I believe so.
Okay.
Yes.
Interesting.
So I've been on a Delphonics kick recently because their music is featured in the movie.
It's also featured in Crickling.
Oh, see, that's why we got to do that double feature, babe. The weekend you get back, I think we should do, on Friday night, we should do Barcelona and Love and Death on Long Island on Friday, and then Saturday do Jackie Brown and Crooklyn.
Well, that's all. That's well, yeah. If things go accordingly, yes.
Yes. That's why Jaylo has to wait on the watch today, but not with me, okay?
Well, no, I'm kidding.
Okay.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay, good. But don't throw your relative up against the wall or anything.
I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
No,
I would never do that. I would never do that.
Okay, what else? Yes, I miss you, babe.
Me too, I miss you too.
Oh, good, Jaylo, good. I hear that you've been eating a lot of good food.
Oh yes. Yesterday was kind of like, we like our leftovers. And leftovers, if stored correctly, is very, very good. So I had some chicken soup and some extra spaghetti and this really good steak, delicious, with a lot of onions. And I think this steak was cooked in lemon juice, I believe. It was really good. It's delicious, yeah. So yummy. So yummy. So,
did I tell you that when I got my order from Walmart on Sunday, they gave me a thing of hot dog buns that I didn't even order?
Really?
Yeah. So, part of me wants to make steak sandwiches. But I don't know. It might be too soon.
Why don't you start with chicken breast sandwiches?
Yeah, but would those really fit in a hot dog bun?
You could cut them up I don't know how you cut them up in the shape of hot dogs. That's a good question.
So the other thing I'm thinking about doing with the buns is taking some vegetarian baked beans, cooking those up with maybe some chopped up baked sweet potato, putting those in the sandwich, in the hot dog bun rather, and then layering it with cheese.
Maybe you should try that first.
That might work.
Yeah, that sounds really good, actually. It seems like almost anything with cheese just makes the flavors, so good.
I know it does.
It really does. It really makes a so-so meal or even a good meal a lot yummier.
Yes.
Potato stuffed with cheese, rice covered with cheese, sandwiches covered with cheese. Almost anything.
I love cheese.
I do too, but I'm more of a chocolate fiend, if I should say so myself.
Oh, for sure. I'm thinking about doing another chocolate cake today, Jaylo.
Oh, well, I encourage you to do that.
Thank you. I think I will.
Are you going to do like a chocolate ganache kind of thing with like cream cheese, or how's it going to? How you?
I don't know. I'm thinking just the cake for now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're not going to frost it. You're just going to have like a regular chocolate cake.
Yeah. I did a rice bowl this morning while I was listening to TYT, and it came out pretty good. It's, similar to the Yum Bowl, but my own version, because, of course, I had eaten all the avocado, so I couldn't add that. But everything else is the same, except for instead of tofu, I did my standard sweet potato.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lately I've been eating for breakfast, which I really should buy more of, is like a parfait bowl, and with granola, if necessary, granola, flax seeds, blueberries, some sliced strawberries if possible, and bananas, and a really good yogurt. It's really good. Yeah. Oh, it's delicious, and it gets me full until whenever I want to eat afterwards. So it's like my cold alternative to oatmeal.
And to eggs.
Oh, no, I still like eggs.
Oh my God, that's gross.
I'm telling you, you haven't, and you can, I'm telling you, you haven't had good eggs, and I still think you can still bake with eggs, because you won't taste it. The only things that you may taste it in that I can think of is French toast, but you don't even eat French toast much.
No.
You won't even taste it in your cake. I think that it's good because it.
No, I've baked with eggs before, babe, and I don't taste them. I just think that they're so gross that if I can make a recipe without them, I will.
Yeah, they're not that gross. I think you just haven't been exposed to good eggs. I do.
Okay.
Yes.
Everybody has their own little quirks, babe.
It's not a quirk. It's just eggs are really good. I like it because of their protein.
Well,
good source of protein. Yes, I know that, but eggs is a really good source of protein.
Okay, calm down.
So is beef. So is chicken.
Okay. What else?
What else to you?
Are you? So you're in your birthday suit right now, or what?
No, I'm not. No.
What are you wearing?
Bubs, come on.
What?
Come on.
Okay.
Nobody cares about that.
I do. I'm not nobody.
Okay, you're not nobody, but we're also recording here, Bubs.
Okay, all right. We don't have to go there, babes.
Thank you.
She's naked.
I'm covered up. Thank you very much.
Very good. My Google Home just said hi when I said okay. I think Alexa is a lot better, but the thing that the Google Home Mini has, which Alexa doesn't, is that I can stream my YouTube music from there. And the reason I have YouTube Music is because you also get YouTube Red for free, and I hate watching commercials. So, but that's like that's a big advantage that the Home has against Alexa.
Explain to me again what YouTube Red is.
Okay, so YouTube Red is basically their service that allows you to watch YouTube videos without commercials in them.
Oh, okay. I haven't been going on YouTube a lot for a while because I've been listening to other things on my dot when I'm at home. I gotta find the echo in this place because I haven't been able to.
Well, you should just go around yelling, Alexa, 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 Alexa. Say, Alexa, what time is it? Alexa, what time is it? And just keep walking around.
Is your echo on?
Yeah, but it's in the other room, and I turned the microphone off before the call.
You muted it. You muted it.
Yes, so that's how I know it's safe to do this right now.
Okay, that's really funny. It's like, Alexa, here. What? It's like I'm calling for a puppy. Here, puppy.
Alexa, come back to me.
That's really funny.
Thank you.
Yes.
That's how you'll find it.
Yeah, but some Alexas don't talk or don't make any noises.
What do you mean?
Some Alexas don't make any sounds, not noises. Sounds.
I'm not sure I'm following you.
Well, I know I knew someone who had an Alexa, and whenever they would say Alexa, it would make a noise to indicate that it's listening.
Okay.
You can set it up to do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying if you just go around saying, Alexa, what's the weather? Let's say you do that to every single room in the house. Eventually you'll find her.
No, I think it's somewhere downstairs.
Okay. See, that's what you need to tell your relative, babe. You need to say, I got to go back and see my buddy Alexa, okay? Which is technically true.
Well, okay, Alexa is not my buddy. It's just something I use.
Okay.
It's
but
not
you
like...
have had good conversations with her before.
Well, the chatting thing, as much as Alexa can do, I wouldn't call it chatting.
Okay.
And Alexa has said, have a good morning.
Yes.
Yeah. Which is kind of funny. I hope you enjoy the weather.
Yeah, another advantage that I think Amazon has opposed to Google is now with the new Echoes, they have headphones. You can actually throw on your headphones, which I really like.
Yeah. Oh, wow, really? Well,
yeah.
Wait a minute. I can put my headphones in it, too.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. But the Google Home Mini doesn't have headphones in it. Headphone jack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's too bad. Yeah, speaking of which, I need to order a new battery base when I get back.
Yes, you do, babes.
Because the other one broke.
I know, babes. I know.
It wasn't my fault. I don't even know how. It just short-circuited.
Oh, I'm sure when you poured that water in, it just short-circuited by itself there.
No, I did not put water in it. I didn't even. I may have turned it over or something when it almost dropped on the floor, but I did not.
Oh yeah,
under any circumstances.
When you threw it on the floor, I'm sure it just short-circuited.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't throw it on the floor. There's a difference.
Okay.
There is a difference. There's a difference. There is a difference from me stopping it from falling and turning over completely, and there's also a difference with me throwing it on the floor and putting water on it.
I know, babe. I'm just having some fun with you.
Ah. Yes.
Yes, babes.
Well then.
Yes.
That means that somebody is going to get tickled next time.
Yeah, I'll tickle you when you get back. But you have to get back here first, babe.
No. I am going to do that.
Oh, well, you have to return, babe.
Mm.
You got to get back here, babe, before you can do that. And you've been gone a while.
I know.
I want to see my Jaylo.
Yes.
Yes, just the two of us.
Yes, just the two of us. Good song.
Yes, it is. But I'm really enjoying having the Echo Dot as my bedroom radio. It's a lot of fun.
It's great. It is great, yes.
Yeah, and I hooked it up to my Sirius account so that I can listen to that when I'm in the bedroom and getting up in the morning.
Nice. I love that feature. I love that feature where I can say,
Where you can say what?
I love that feature where when I can tell my dot to wake me up to certain artist or genre.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is that when it wakes me up, the alarm is like, the music is like super loud.
I know, that's a little bit, but I think the reason it's that way, babe, is just so it guarantees that you get up.
Yeah, I know, but I've listened to it with my earphones at night on occasion, and it would wake me up. Like, for example, if I wanted to wake up with listening to B.J. Thomas or something, it would be like super loud, or like to the Classics 4, and I was like, whoa, okay.
I still want my
hearing
hearing,
that down.
Alexa.
Yeah, still in my ear. Goodness.
Oh, goodness, your voice.
But anyway, yeah, that I would agree with you. That is a great bedroom radio. It is.
Yes. Did you get rid of your old radio or what?
Oh, I did. I remember I told you.
Oh, I forgot. That my bad.
Yeah, I gave it away. Yeah, I wasn't going to use it anymore.
Yeah, Alana used to have this like big boom box that she was really committed to because she refused to have her Echo set up. And when I was setting up her Echo, I'm like, babe, you're gonna get rid of your boom box within a couple of weeks, and then you did.
Yeah, I did.
Yes.
I mean, there wasn't any point in me using it. And I'm like, this was a lot. The dot was a lot more,
Versatile.
Well, it looks like I'm being summoned for lunch.
Oh, well, this is good, babe. This will be shorter, but I'm glad we did this. I'm glad you calmed down. And
I'm glad I calmed down.
Yeah, and don't worry. I still think that Trump's going to steal the election eventually. It's just going to take him a little bit more time.
Stealing is different than winning, but anyway, I will talk to you later.
Yes, and keep your head up. He has plenty of ways to steal this still. He's not going to get religion.
All right. We're done. We're done with that.
No, babe.
We are done.
You. I love you, babe.
We're done.
Even if you get work.
I love you, Bob.
Can I ask you something?
No.
When you have lunch with your relatives after I get you worked up, do you ever talk about it or just not bring it up?
My mom is the one that mentioned it, but I don't want to do that. I usually just talk it over with my mom, but my mom will mention it. And
oh, you talk over the stuff that I say, or what?
Sometimes, not all the time, but it's.
Oh wow! So it's going to be interesting to come here then.
No. We're not going to. I'm going to make sure that we don't talk about that.
About politics.
Right. I'm not ready to get into that with the three of us.
Okay, great.
But anyway, I need to go. Sorry, I have to go.
All right, babe. I love you, and stay safe.
I love you.
All right.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.